Gamers, after discussing with my chat who to choose for this new event, I've come to a few conclusions. Conclusion number 1, chat, you can agree all you want, you can disagree. I would say for the majority of players, getting a new character you don't have is usually going to be a lot more fun in this game. That being said, if the one character you're missing is Chi-Chi, I would not be getting her off this thing. If you want to get your first Tighnari or Diluc or Mona or Keqing, you do your thing. In the case of me, I don't have Dia. She's the only character I don't have, and I understand why chat wants me to get Dia, just so I have that option. She opens up some doors. Prioritize what looks fun to you, other than Chi-Chi. Prioritize what looks fun to you. But after playing with so many different units, I want to give you my quick and dirty thoughts, okay? I have very much realized that Diluc is getting power crept severely. I have Diluc. I have hyper invested into Diluc. I've triple crowned this guy, but I can feel that his damage has fallen off compared to other people. So Diluc, if you like him, he is fun to play. He's one of my favorite characters. He has my heart. I don't know, though, if I would pick him as a priority. Tighnari. Tighnari is an exceptionally good early game character in the game. He enables some Dendro shenanigans, and I think that he has overall the best damage in the game for the standard banner. If you're looking for a damage dealer, I think that Tighnari is big. And he's got some constellations, which I'll show you in a minute, that are pretty juicy. Jean has a cleanse. She's got some healing. She can use the Verdescent set. I think that Jean is pretty solid, but I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Even though I've got constellations on Jean, I've got a really, good setup for Jean, I don't really use her. I use other healers instead of her, and a lot of the time I just feel like I've got better options than my Jean. As for Chi-Chi, stop! There's 4-star healers that are better. There's 5-star healers that are better. There's 3-star weapons that are better. Chi-Chi can keep you alive, but please don't pull Chi-Chi. Just please stop. That's all I'm going to say. She just is not necessary. As for Mona, she still has some bugs in her kit. Some of her constellations don't even work. But she can allow some of the biggest damage per screenshots ever. She can allow you to hit 1,000,000 damage because she debuffs the enemy and she does these huge hits. Mona is interesting, but she is sometimes clunky. She doesn't feel the best to play, if I'm being honest with you, and I feel like there's just better Hydro units in the game. Keqing. Keqing got a massive buff with the introduction of Dendro. Keqing went from down here to pretty darn good. Now, her constellations aren't great. So getting just one copy of Keqing allows you to do some fun electro stuff, and I do enjoy her playstyle. She personally is one of my favorite characters to play. And so I like Keqing, and it's someone who, if you didn't have her, picking her up I don't think is a bad choice. And then finally, Dia. The damage reduction allows you to stay alive. Interruption resistances, so you're not getting knocked around and knocked out of your attacks. I understand the potential of Dia, and people are saying now with some of the new artifacts and things, she's better. In some of the burning comps, she's better. But I don't have Emily or some of the burning units really to benefit. I don't really have anything to enable these burning teams. So for me, I feel like I would be picking her up just to pick her up. And so the next thing I would think about is, can I make my account stronger? And can the constellations that I get for these units make my account stronger? And for me, there's some obvious choices. So I'm going to go through and I'm just going to break down kind of my thoughts. So with Diluc, some of these constellations do help his damage, and they can give him some scaling. But a lot of people are saying that you can't really make his C4 proc. And even at C6, he's just not going to compete with some of the good damage dealers. So even though I've got a really invested Diluc, a lot of people are saying that I'm throwing if I pull more copies at this point. So let me move my head. I don't have number 4 here. I wanted to pick it, but everyone's saying it's a throw. I need to do more research, but I think I'm going to skip out on the D-Luke. As for Kaching, her constellations are arguably not that valuable. They don't bring a lot to the table. And so even though I can start getting a little bit more energy generation, I don't really know if I need that. I can start getting more scaling. This is a long investment to start getting to some of these other things. But Kaching, I feel like, is a one-pull top-tier unit. Not top tier. I shouldn't say top tier, but she functions at this base level, and she's really solid. And then if we start moving down the list to the other units, this is where things start, in my opinion, falling apart a little bit. So for me, I think that Jean is good. But I also think that, like, these constellations are really solid, but I've already got them. And unless I get all the way to number 4, this isn't a game changer for me. But I also don't have an Animo main DPS to really benefit from this. So I'm looking at this. I'm seeing the potential. I know that Jean is good, but I just don't know if this is a game changer for me at this moment in time. Same thing with Mona. I think this passive doesn't even work. This constellation I don't think actually functions. It's bugged. And some of this other stuff I just don't think is necessary. Again, I would need multiple more copies to get here. I could do this on another anniversary, maybe down the road. I want a big upgrade now. And it's not going to be Chi-Chi. I'll tell you what, it's not going to be her. No matter what you do, her constellations are maybe some of the worst in the game. Oh, a little bit of energy. That's great. Wow, now my normal attack damage can hit a little bit harder. Stop. Please stop. I'm not going to let this slander happen. And so my main option that I'm thinking about is my boy Tighnari. Free-to-play god, R4 Amos bow. I know that I've got the D-Luke skin. I understand. But I didn't spend on pulls. This is free-to-play god we're talking about right here. Okay? R4 Amos bow. I'm feeling good already. He's got Constellation 1, giving him crit rate. Juiced. One of the best constellations for damage. This one here, a Dendro damage bonus. His constellations are cracked. So if you've got Tighnari, these first two, this is juicing things up. Number 3, a little bit more scaling on that ultimate. Don't mind if I do. But if I can work my way up to C4, oh my god, this thing's crazy. Giving EM to not only him, but his teammates, and potentially another 60 EM, this is a crazy little passive. And so for me, I want to be strong. I want to be powerful. I am leaning in towards getting more damage. But if we're going to talk about those constellations, we do need to talk about Dia, because everyone is saying, yeah, but Dia's constellations are crazy too. So if you've got Dia already, and you have the potential to get constellations, we need to talk about hers a little bit. So number 1 here, max HP increased 20%, and deals damage based on her max HP when using her Molten Inferno and her Bite. Now, the more HP you get, the more valuable this gets. That's just some free damage ticking away. So that is pretty darn good. Tankier, more damage. I think that's a win. But number 2 here, when using Molten Inferno, the duration of the Fiery Sanctum field is increased by 6 seconds. So now she's getting a huge duration increase and value increase, 6 seconds. But additionally, when in the Sanctum, or it exists on the field, damage dealt will be coordinated attacks, or by the coordinated attack, so it's like a turret kind of thing, increased by 50% when you're within that field. That's pretty cool. Wait, when active, characters within the field are attacked. But what if I dodge? What if I'm good? I guess the duration is good. It is a pretty good passive. I'm sorry, I haven't read up on Dia. Okay, I'm not a veteran of Dia. I do see the potential with the increase. That's like 100% uptime on that. Increase on that. Let's see number 4, just in case someone has multiple copies. Restoring energy for Dia and HP whenever her Flame Main's Fist and Incinerate Drive attacks, unleashed by her Leonine Bite hit. So she can heal herself. Interesting. And does anyone have this? Is anyone having C6? I don't think about it. I don't think so. Crit rate and damage. Oh, and extends the duration. That's kind of cool. Not going to lie. I'm guessing most people are going to be looking at these first ones, and I definitely see some potential here. More uptime, more value. Okay, Dia's look good. Dia's look good, but I don't have her. I don't have one copy of her. So this is just getting base level Dia. And I don't know if I want her. I don't know if I want her right now. I think I'll get her eventually. There's more anniversaries that are coming for me. If I'm looking at my account, if I'm looking at my options, I think we only have one true choice here. We've only got one thing that I'm considering. Let's do it right now. I'm going to invite my character. Will it be Jean? Will it be D-Luke? Will it be Tainari? Will it be Dia? My final answer is we are going for more damage. We are going for violent ultimate hits. We're going for the extra scaling. We're going for the green machine Tainari! I don't regret this even one little bit. Oh, it's a free Tainari? Oh, this is the thumbnail. Oh? We're getting the big green machine himself. I think this is the right choice for our account. We've got the invitation done. There's more anniversaries. We'll get more copies down the road. I think I'm happy with this. I think this was the right decision for me. Honestly, for other people, I would recommend that you choose characters that are just cool for you. Get that new character that you can build and enjoy. They've got that new game mode where you need multiple built characters. You know, maybe Dia's a game changer for you. Maybe Chi-Chi's a game changer for you. But focus on getting new characters first, I would say. But for me, I just care about getting stronger. And if I can one day unlock C4 because I'm one free copy closer, this is the obvious choice for me. That's it for me, though. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.